Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Something's a little bit different. I've joined the dark side. I can't even tell you the last time I had like fully dark hair. This like up here is like my natural hair and I'm just kind of trying to grow it out, have some healthy hair again, but I cut like little bangs here, like a little curtain fringe. I'm like loving my hair. I feel like younger, a lot fresher. It looks healthier. Of course, it definitely doesn't look as cute as when I first got it professionally styled because I can't do hair. I got a lot of dry shampoo in here. The point of today's video is to test out a brand new foundation. This is from NARS. It is called the Soft Matte Complete Foundation. And the only other foundation I have tried from NARS is this baby right here. This is the Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation, and I really love this a lot. It's been a favorite for a very, very long time. I use a shade of Duval, Cruella Duval. It's not perfect, but if I went lighter or darker, it wouldn't work. So this is like the best I can do in this shade. Now they sent me 3 shades of their foundation with the concealers, and tell me why every time I buy something, I get it sent in PR. I bought one of the little NARS concealers like a couple weeks ago, so yeah, there's that. So the 3 shades that they sent me were Salzburg Light 3.5, Vienna Light 4.5, oof, and Punjab, which is medium 1. That's definitely not gonna work for me. The lightest one I have is Salzburg. So we might test this out. I'm definitely not gonna be the medium because I don't think I've ever been a medium in my life. Hopefully at least one of them looks decent enough. I haven't really watched any videos on this foundation, like reviews. I've seen a few pop up, briefly skimmed through it because I kind of wanted to assess the foundation with my own opinions. But for the most part, I feel like there's been like a pretty mixed review. Like you either really hate it or you're like working with it and you like it. So I'm gonna prep my skin, and this is a soft matte foundation. So it's definitely not gonna be something like dewy and hydrating, I don't think, based off the name. So my skin is normal. Matte foundations tend to look a little crusty on me, so I'm gonna go in with something a little bit hydrating just to like my skin a little bit, you know? I'm gonna take the Peach & Lily Glass Skin Refining Serum first, just because I have absolutely nothing on my skin today since I washed it this morning, and I don't even have moisturizer on, so I need to hydrate the skin. Ooh, this brush is soft. We're gonna have to tuck the bangs. I'm just gonna take a little tiny amount of the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hydrating Hyaluronic Acid Primer. I really like this stuff a lot, but I'm not gonna put too much. Just enough so my skin is not crusty. The skin's ready. Oh, let me zoom you in. Like I mentioned, we have Vienna and Salzburg. I'm gonna give it like a, well, it doesn't seem very liquidy. I was gonna say a little shake. And I'm gonna put both on the back of my hands and see, oh, maybe it is liquidy. Oh, that's a nice shade though. Okay, so that is Vienna right there. Oh, they just come right out of there, don't they? Okay, it's a little messy. This one right here is Salzburg. So Salzburg, Vienna. They look good. I'm definitely gonna go into Salzburg because Vienna looks a little bit more orangey, like peachy, and a little bit darker. And we'll see if this oxidizes still. I guess I'm gonna do half brush, half sponge. I'm gonna put some of the foundation on the back of my hand. I'm gonna take this BH little kabuki brush here, and let's do brush on this side. So I'm gonna take a little bit. Oh boy. And let's get to work, guys. It definitely oxidizes. I can see it already turning. Oh my God, is it drying down? Okay, we need to work a little bit quicker. It is definitely drying down fast. And it oxidizes a little. I can see like the edges that were turning much darker. I'm glad I went in with something hydrating because honestly, we would have been really crispy. It does blend out nicely, I will give it that, but maybe just work a little bit quicker. I'm very curious to see if this applies nicer with the sponge because the sponge has like some moisture in it. So that's like a nice little thin layer. I don't know how this like builds either, but it definitely is turning a little dark on me, I will say. So it's not the perfect color. And when I go like this, oh my God, you can, oh yeah, this oxidizes, wow. So that is the brush side. I'm gonna go in with my sponge. This smells like arts and crafts, whatever that means. The sound of a sponge. Ooh, this is already, why, whoa. I feel like it's giving me more coverage. That's never the case with the sponge. I'm gonna bring it down a little bit. I definitely feel like I get more of the foundation with the sponge, like full coverage, like a full even coverage. I can see more of my skin peeking through on this side. Interesting. Whatever's left on the back of my hand, I'm just gonna go over the brush side. I'm kind of preferring it with the sponge because it just kind of blends quicker and has a little bit more coverage. So however you want to apply it, honestly, it's really up to you. It looks nice on both sides. All right, so this is what the foundation looks like on my skin right now. It looks good. It's definitely not like dewy or hydrating looking on the skin. It kind of just looks like a soft matte, I would say. It hasn't like shriveled up my skin. I'm very curious to see how it like wears and looks after I do everything else. Hopefully it doesn't start like looking cakey and stuff. I'm like really scared, but as of right now, like it looks pretty on the skin. I'm gonna touch my face and see if it like sets. Oh, okay, yeah, it is not feeling wet at all. It kind of does like transfer. Obviously I haven't set my makeup, but it feels like powdery, if that makes sense. It's good. So far we're good. So now I'm gonna go ahead and use some concealer. However, little concealers they sent, the Soft Matte Complete Concealer, these little babies. This, like I said, I ordered this a few weeks ago. So this is the shade Vanilla and it's what I use in the Radiant Creamy Concealer that I absolutely love. One of my favorites. This I've been testing out and I wouldn't say this is perfect for like under your eyes and stuff. At least for me personally, I think it's a little too dry. I definitely like something a little bit more hydrating, like silky serum-y under my eyes. This is really good for maybe blemishes before your foundation, carving out your eyebrows or anything like that. It is really, really nice. I just wouldn't use it underneath my eyes. I got the lines, you know? So with that said, I'm gonna go into my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Vanilla. And I'm going to put a little bit underneath my eyes. I haven't really done a foundation like test video on my channel. I guess I did the ColourPop one not too long ago. Oh yeah, I cream contour usually first. Anyways, so at least let's just do the eyes. Blend, blend, blend. It looks like a concealer blended really nice on top of it. I feel like my concealer is sticking out like a sore thumb. Like it's so brightening because my foundation's a little bit darker than usual. Normally I wouldn't do this, but I'm gonna bring a little bit down here just to even it up. I don't want it to look like I just have white around my eyes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna take the NARS Soft Matte little concealer here, and this is one of the shades that they gave me. It's called Madeline. It's 2.3. Vanilla is 2. So there's also a 2.5, which is creme brulee, and this is like an in-between. I didn't want to use vanilla to do spot concealing because I think it's gonna be too bright because my foundation is a little bit darker. So I'm gonna try Madeline. I love Madeline cookies. Have you guys ever had? So good. I'm gonna just spot conceal. Oh, that color's good. No, that's good. That is working out quite lovely actually. I wonder if this Madeline is a new shade. I am gonna skip cream contouring today just because I don't really want to disturb the foundation too much. I want to see how it wears on its own. All right, so this is the skin. I'm not blown away. I can definitely, ooh, the color is not working. I can see it kind of settling a little like in my lines, but I think overall it does look really pretty. I don't really have like any huge complaints about it. We shall see, but I am gonna set it because that is what I do. I don't know what's with the terrible accents today. I'm gonna go into the usual Laura Mercier powder and I'm just going to set lightly. I'm not going to bake or anything. I haven't really done my makeup since I got my hair done. I mean, I had my makeup done when I went to do my hair, but I haven't, you know, done my makeup and glammed up after the hair transformation. So this is pretty exciting. Powder's sitting nicely on it. Okay. This is the skin set in with loose powder. I think it actually looks really nice. It's really smooth. It hasn't dried up on my skin at all. We shall see. Like, I am not going to judge a foundation based off how it looks like immediately on my skin because so many foundations get better throughout the day once it kind of like really warms up to your skin. So far it looks good. It's not terrible. I'm going to do the rest of my makeup really quickly. I'm going to breeze through all the steps. For my bronzer, I'm taking this Pure Bronzing Act Matte Bronzer in Light, and I'm just going to warm up the face a little bit. Oh, it smells like chocolate. Chocolate. Back in my day. It smells really good, this bronzer, but it's getting a little overwhelming right now. It's giving me a headache. For my blush, I'm going to use something I haven't tried yet. This is the LC Multidimensional Blush in Coral Reef. It is beautiful. It is so pretty, and I want to use this today, so I'm just going to blend it all together. Wait, I like that. That looks so nice. You know when you like blush a little too much and then you get a little crazy with it? Yeah, I put a little bit too much blush on. For my highlighter, I've kind of been enjoying this little combination here. This is the Huda Beauty Nymph All Over Highlighting Powder, It's gigantic, and the Nabla Ozone Highlight, which I love. But this one's like a little bit, it's like a darker gold shade. So I go really light-handed with this, and then I top it with Ozone, and it's so pretty. And it's oh so pretty. I'm gonna take a little bit of this, not too much, but it is gorgeous on the skin. Like, it is so glassy and glowy. I only do this like on my cheeks. I don't put it on my nose just because I didn't want it to come off a little bit dark. And I take a little bit of Ozone and I just pop that right in the center on top to brighten it up. Oof. Take Ozone on my nose for sure. Voila, complexion complete. Brows. I'm gonna use my ColourPop Dope Taupe brow pencil. Foundation looks really pretty on my skin so far. Like, it's very smooth, very flawless. It hasn't done anything weird. Everything blended on top of it really nicely. So far I'm liking it. But that can all change. I wasn't going to do like a full-on like eyeshadow situation today because I wanted to focus on the foundation. But I got an overwhelming amount of people asking me to include this palette in a video because y'all were interested. This is the Too Faced Pumpkin Spice, and this is what it looks like. Ooh, gosh. This is what it looks like inside. It smells like pumpkin. Okay. I smell a little bit of pumpkin spice. This is what the colors look like inside. It's really pretty. Like, it's a lovely palette. The colors are really fun. Let's do something. I don't know what, but let's do something. I have no eyeshadow brushes. Let me rephrase that. I have no clean eyeshadow brushes. This is probably my favorite color in this whole palette. It's called Sweetie Pie. It's like that really Dijon spicy mustard color that I love. So I'm going to start with that shade. I haven't used like a Too Faced palette like this in a very long time. I think the last one I used was the peach one, like 100,000 years ago. Wow, oh wow. So hopefully the quality is still good because the original chocolate bar palette used to be one of my absolute favorite palettes. It was amazing. Whoa. Okay, was not expecting that. First of all, dang, okay, that was a lot more intense than I thought. I even tapped it out. I will say though, this color is really very good. I'm gonna try to bring this out a little bit. I can't tell if it looks patchy, like if I'm just doing a terrible job blending or what. But let's see how the colors layer. I'm gonna do like a mixture of these two shades right here. We have Pumpkin Spice and Spice Baby. I'm gonna mix those two. Are you guys excited for fall? Are you fall people? Because I definitely am. I love the colder weathers, the cozy weathers. I'm not like a pumpkin spice latte type. You guys, these shadows, holy, like what? Wow, okay, wow. I will go back and blend that, but let me just deposit some colors. But like I was saying, I was never really a pumpkin spice type of girl. The last time I tried it was like last year. I did like a video on my channel where I was trying you guys' favorite Starbucks drinks and you guys recommended some pumpkin drinks. I think it was like the cold brew with the pumpkin, cold foam, something. It was yummy. I had anxiety the rest of the day because of the amount of sugar I consumed. But yeah, I just don't get pumpkin drinks because if you know me, you know, I just drink coffee black. I don't like sugary drinks at all. I rather eat a giant piece of cake instead of drink calories for the whole week in one sitting. I love pumpkin pie. I just always found that the pumpkin drinks always had this like weird chemically like artificial taste. I'm gonna take a little bit of whipped cream here and I'm gonna put it in my brow bone just to like brighten it up a little. I'm gonna use this to kind of blend out the edges a little. I'm gonna take Warm and Cozy. Ooh, Cocoa Drizzle's pretty too, but I think I'm gonna go into this one. It's kind of like a maroony brown. That would look really pretty with these tones. I'm gonna tap that right in here and slowly circle it up into my crease. I'm actually very impressed. I haven't like worked with eyeshadows this like rich and pigmented in a while, and they blend out beautifully. I'm probably just doing a terrible job today because I'm not used to it, but they are lovely. Little goes a long way and they're very rich. It's kind of odd to me that the metallics in here are very pink and purple based. There is this one right here that is kind of like a green gold, and then you just basically have like pinks to purples. None of those I feel like I want to use on my eyes because they don't look like they would go with this warm. I mean, they would probably, but that's just not the look I'm going for right now. So I think the best I can do is fall vibes. It's super pretty though, and I'm curious to see how the metallics work. So I'm gonna take my finger. Is this gonna work better wet or dry? I don't want to get fallout. Let's just try it. I'm gonna use my finger and I'm going to kind of press this on my eye. Whoa, wait, okay. It definitely looks like dry, like crumbly, but it's there. The pigment's there. Did I ruin the look? I hope not. I hope not. It's interesting. It's cool. I mean, it's definitely... I've definitely got some sparkles on my face that are not coming off, but that's okay. I think other than that, like the eyes is actually really pretty. I'm impressed. I'm gonna go ahead and do my lower lash line really quickly with the same colors we put in the crease. I'll be right back. I think as much as I don't want to, I'm gonna go ahead and do a little wing liner and some mascara, and I'll be right back. I did my liner and then I realized I actually have a new mascara to try, so I might as well try it with you guys. So you guys know that this is NARS's mascara. This one. So now they have the extreme version. I'm scared. So let's see what that's all about. Okay, so it's quite a large wand, but we're gonna give it a go. I don't even know if I can say the name of this mascara on YouTube. That's like a coat. It looks really nice. I feel like, you know, you can't really tell much because I have some liner on. It's nice. It's not a bad mascara. It didn't clump up my lashes. It looks really, really pretty. I feel like my eyeliner is wonky. Is it wonky? Lastly, let's finish off the look with lips. What do I have conveniently laying out? I'm gonna go into the Cosmetics lip liner in Teddy because I just want something pretty warm, but like nude. I'm gonna line my dry lips. I have an upper lip. I'm gonna take the ColourPop lip oil in Blossom Out and apply it on top, because these are amazing. It's just juicy and it wears really nicely. Oh, I love this. This is like my favorite like lip combo. Like any lip liner with these lip oils is fantastic. That finishes off the rest of the makeup. I'm really happy with it. I think it's stunning. It's beautiful. I love it. A lot more glam than I was expecting to go in this video. But the point of this video is the foundation. So let's take a look at the foundation. I gotta say, it actually looks pretty good right now. It hasn't changed. It looks really nice. It's very soft on the skin. It hasn't like dried up. It's not cakey. It doesn't look super heavy on the skin or like super makeup-y. The color, like now that the rest of my makeup is done, it doesn't look as crazy. I can definitely tell like it's a little bit off, but it's not bad. I can work with it. So for the amount of like flaws, blemishes, and texture I have on my skin, it looks really soft. It doesn't look like it's enhancing that texture on my skin for a matte foundation, which I generally just don't go towards matte foundations. Of course, the true test is how it wears throughout the day and how it looks at the end of the day. What time is it? I don't even know what time it is. It's about 3:30, which is a little bit late into the day to test a foundation out, but I am going to continue to wear this for the rest of the day. I'm not really going anywhere or doing anything, but I just want to see what happens to it for as long as I can. So with that said, I will leave you now. I will probably be back like within an hour or two just to see how the foundation is doing, if it looks good or terrible. And then at the end of the night, when it's time to wash it off. So I'll see you then. Hello, I'm back. It's 2 hours later, which I don't know how that time passed by so quickly, but it did. And we are here, and my makeup looks pretty much the same. I don't think I have any complaints. I have absolutely no creasing, I don't think. Like, I don't have lines on my forehead between my brows. Even my smile lines are like really not even there. It's crazy. And you guys know, like, I crease like this. So the fact that I don't have creasing, very good. It hasn't changed color any more than when I first applied it, and I actually think it looks pretty good. Like, it looks okay with the rest of my makeup done. Happy about that. It looks really nice. Hasn't faded, hasn't caked up, doesn't look any drier. It's looking real good. I know it's only been like a little over 2 hours, but I mean, it could go downhill real quick. So it's very early to say. I'm still gonna come back at the end of the night. Only area, maybe like around my nose, it just looks a little bit like dry, but that could be my skin too. But everywhere else, I think it's looking good. I'm gonna go have some dinner and I will see you guys later tonight. Hello, I am back. It is 10:30. I've had this foundation on for about 7 hours now and I am ready to go shower and wash it off. But obviously I need to check in and see how it's doing. I have leftover lip liner on, so ignore that. Didn't feel like putting new lipstick on. I did a few things today. I actually went for a very intense walk uphill. It was hot, a lot of sweating, and I also gave the little pup a bath, things like that. And you know, honestly, it looks pretty good. I am shocked that I have no creasing on my forehead. Like, it looks so smooth on my forehead. Like, wow. It's amazing. I do have some tiny little smile lines, but I haven't like tapped it out or anything. I just left it as is. I mean, it's kind of settled in that little line there, but I could fix that with like a beauty blender or something. It hasn't faded anywhere. I would say the only area on my face where I noticed it looking a little bit more broken down, the nose area. I did eat spicy food, so I was kind of doing this a lot, so maybe I did that. But it's not fading like anywhere on my face. It looks very good. It hasn't gotten like cakier. In fact, you guys can see like I look just a little bit more like shiny, but it's not oily. Like, I don't feel like it's oily or wet feeling. I will say the shade that I decided to choose today was not the right color. I looked in a window in natural lighting and it was, but great if I'm wearing a turtleneck. I think overall I'm really impressed. Sorry, I'm like really tired, but I think it looks really good. I have like a bunch of studio lights on me, but just in regular lighting, it looks just very nice. It's very flawless, especially from far away. It looks just really smooth, and I'm not really mad at it. I think just around the nose area is probably like the cakiest or like the makeup-iest. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, found it helpful. Let me know if you've tried this foundation out and what are your thoughts. Still gonna be testing it out. I don't think it's like the most perfect foundation I've ever tried in my life, but it's definitely one of the good ones I've tried recently. I haven't tried very many, but like this is something I can see myself reaching for again, trying it with different like primers and maybe even setting it, all that jazz, seeing how it works. But I think as of right now, it's pretty good. Pretty good. Thank you so much for watching. As usual, don't forget to follow me on Twitter, mesijesibeauty, Instagram, MAKEUPBYJESI. If you have not already subscribed to my channel, please do so before you go. I would appreciate it so very much. And also hit that little bell so you are notified every time I post a new video and you don't miss out. I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.